Giorgio Tavecchio. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6.
Makes the score Bears 10, Ravens 6. Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
A gain of 14. And a Raven first down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. 10-6 the score after one right here on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 43-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Jackson now. Man open left side is Brown.
Jackson.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
A 4-yard pickup on the play.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
3rd and 2.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Montgomery. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Like I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Calais Campbell on the stop.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews.
Jackson's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A gain of 5. First down.
Now Jackson on first down. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. They go screen. This is Ingram.
Jackson.
That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. And Jackson throwing once more. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down. Is caught by cover. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Line 36. Line 36. They can't hang with us. Check 37. Check 37.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. With it is Brown. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check, check, check.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Robinson with a big catch. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
50-yard line.
Check. Jim.
1st down, a run with Cohen. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
36.
2nd and 5. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Under 10. 10. Check 9.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 28. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
48 mark.
Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It's John Simon with a sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Mike.
the shotgun. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Buying time to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears will extend their lead. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. Keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Brown on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now Brown. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 64 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
Conversion.
Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
David Montgomery.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
At the 31-yard line.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A former 1st-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
48, come on, 48, come on. Hey. He's crashing. He's checking. 60 Eagle.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
They'll look to throw again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Man, it's good to see you out there, baby.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go. Big shit. Hey. Watch the shit.
After the interception, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
At the Bears' 25-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Jackson steps away. He may try and run for it. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Jackson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he stopped immediately there. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Jackson. Rolling to his left. He'll drop. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Now this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Ravens 20, Bears 17. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out. 7 seconds are left. Now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Ravens 27, Bears 17. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, they'll throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 17-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for Baltimore, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.